What's up, everybody? Corey Van Castle Cook here of the Movie Chumps, and I just got out of the film Nuremberg, directed by James Vanderbilt, written by him as well, based on the book The Nazi and the Psychiatrist. And I got to tell you, this thing, they don't make them like they used to with this one. I mean, this one thing was fantastic. One out 148 minutes, and it flew by. You know, just the kind of the courtroom historical drama has really fallen by the wayside. It's not something that you see much anymore. You know, 30 years ago, this is the type of film that probably would have made, you know, a ton of money at the box office and is probably not going to make a splish at all. But I tell you what, it definitely might be up for some Academy Awards for sure. This is a riveting movie. For those of you not aware about what it's about the Nuremberg trials, at least the first round of them that happened, putting the Nazi high command up against for first time ever for war crimes on the international tribunal that came together regarding that. It really centers around a character by the name of Douglas E. Kelly. By the way, I read the book, and if you want to read an excellent book, check it out. Played by Rami Malek, who is stupendous here as the scientist or the psychiatrist tasked with basically trying to determine the mental state of all these former members of the Nazi high command. In particular, taking center stage is the Reich Marshal Hermann Goering, played brilliantly by Russell Crowe. This is his best performance since Cinderella Man, and the first one that I've seen in a long time that I think is Oscar worthy. Now, whether or not they're going to if they push him in the category of best actor or best supporting remains to be seen. It is kind of a co-lead performance with Rami Malek, although his chances might be better if they put him in supporting. Just, you know, not that the Oscars shit really matters much, but this is a tremendous film. Dariusz Wolski, who's done films such as The Martian, The Crow, all the Pirates of the Caribbean films. Tremendous cinematography, kind of has that old school, a little bit colorization. It feels like it's very much out of the 1940s. Great productions design, amazing costumes in this. They really intersperse several kind of like old-timey newsreel action stuff that they've created, but also actually real stuff as well. But this is a movie that just flies by. There's some amazing just head-to-head scenes that happen, some really dramatic moments that occur in the situation. There's one late in the movie between Rami Malek and Russell Crowe that just, wow, just kind of knocked me on my ass. But Russell Crowe just disappears into this narcissistic, charming role of a person who kind of let these atrocities happen. And it's an interesting, examination of the people themselves, that kind of the conclusion that a lot of people have come to at this point, that they were just normal people. There was nothing really that complicated about their mental state. And because of that fact, it could really happen much anymore, anywhere, including the United States. And there's definitely been some creeping fascism in the last couple of years. And if you don't see that, you kind of haven't been paying attention. So, words from the past 70 years later, having very much great import on today. But shot spectacularly, impeccably acted. Michael Shannon's in this as the lead prosecutor, who is also Chief Justice, Justice Roberts of the Supreme Court. There is another person that I cannot think of their name, but they were in the White Lotus season 2 that kind of plays this interpreter, and you find out some interesting things for him by the end. But it's just also great courtroom drama, and just the lead up to that is everything. And there's just the way it's shot, the way that it's designed, really solid score as well. But I was really blown away by this one. This one's probably going to make my top 10 on the year, and I really hope that Russell Crowe gets an Oscar nomination in some type of category. Although I have a weird feeling that this movie's going to be forgotten. I don't know why, just kind of at the top of my head. For me, this is a strong 9. It's an excellent film. I was riveted from start to finish. Highly recommend this sucker. Go out and see it in a theater if you can, but if not, catch it when it comes out. on streaming or whatever, it's definitely it's worth your freaking time. So that's all for me right now. Corey Van Castle Cook of the Movie Chumps, and I'll see everybody next time. Peace.